Welcome, everyone. We're back here at LMScast. This is the first episode of the new year. I am Joshua Millage, and I'm joined today with Christopher Badgett. And we're excited because today is a little bit different of an episode. We're going to be doing a little vision casting so you can see the roadmap of where we want to take this podcast and really hopefully have you tell us where we should take it. We want this to be a community-driven podcast for the LMS community, and we feel like we have planted the seeds in 2014, and we're really looking for them to grow in 2015. So to start today off, Chris, what are the key areas that you see us talking about in 2015, and really, where do you see the LMS community headed?
Awesome. Well, great question. I think the things we really want to focus on and talk about on this podcast, one is to get more thought leaders on the show and do some more interviews. We do this kind of co-host style thing and bounce ideas back and forth, which is great. But there's a lot of other great people who are really sharp in WordPress LMS or certain types of education and learning and the entrepreneurship involved that comes with this sort of thing that we'd like to get some more people on the show. And if you know anybody particular that you'd either want to introduce us to or just request that we go hunt down and get on this show, we'll do it. Just let us know in the comments. We'd appreciate that. Another thing we want to talk about is just kind of the e-learning LMS audience is a little broad, and you know what we've learned building our WordPress LMS plugin, lifterLMS, is that there's like this foundational piece, but once an educator or entrepreneur gets their hands on it, it gets really custom really quick. And part of the reason for that is that our audience is really broad. Different people want to use LMS for different things. So we want to kind of focus on some, general e-learning industry topics, whether that's some kind of LRS, SCORM, API, record store conversation. Then we may want to do another one and tie that into WordPress and, and just kind of do specialized topics like that and really get into the nitty gritty. And we want to hear from you guys, like, what is it? What do you want to hear about? You want more analytics? For us with lifterLMS, our WordPress LMS plugin, one of our key differentiators in the LMS space is what you can do with engagements. Mm-hmm. So if you want to really dive deep on that, hear more case studies and hear what you can do with engagement in the learning management system in new and innovative and even disruptive ways, let us know. But those are the types of things we want to dive in on. And just as for the industry as a whole, I believe it's an exciting time, especially with the new year. Educators, entrepreneurs are really excited. There's some fresh energy. There's a lot of money to be made in learning management systems and online courses. And now's a great time of year, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere and it's cold, it's snowy, it's dark, it's not the dog days of summer. It's a great time to get creative and start building your course. So let's make great things together.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think for me, 2014 was a year of learning about the learning management system industry and the e-learning industry as a whole. And I feel like through this podcast, we've started an amazing community, a small community right now of people who are very passionate about online learning. And I'm excited about some of the topics that I've only started to look into, like course design. I think we're going to do a lot more research on various types of courses, course design in general, and how people can execute really effective online courses, and what that format looks like that produces the best results for students and teachers alike. Some of the other things that I'm excited about are what we're doing at lifterLMS. There's a lot of learning that we a lot of learning that's taking place by building a product in the industry. And it's really exciting for me to I feel like I'm like the kid who goes and learns something and then tells all his friends and then goes back and learns something and tells all his friends. Like, I'm only a few steps ahead, maybe, if that, but I want to share exactly the journey that we're going through. We've got, a bunch of people who have bought in our VIP round of lifterLMS that have provided some amazing feedback. They've really become good friends, and it's exciting to have them along with us, into this new year. So I'm excited, Chris. I think that we have so much opportunity, but the missing thing right now is your voice, the people who are listening to us right now, the people who are watching our YouTube videos, the people who have found us at lmscast.com. Speak up, please, because we can't do this without you. This is us. We don't want to make these assumptions about what you want to learn. If you have a question, we're here to hunt it down and answer it. I think that there's just so much value that we can offer, but the missing link is the listener and the audience. So please engage with us. We have a new Facebook group too called LMScast Confidential. It's a private Facebook group because I don't want people pitching a bunch of things there. But if you go over to Facebook, you can find it at LMScast Confidential. Also, if you go to lmscast.com and you find this episode, which will be lmscast.com/new year, you'll be able to hit the link there and join that Facebook group. But that's for us to keep the conversation happening after the show is ended, or our weekly episodes. So we'd love to see you there. Chris and I will be extremely active in that group, providing feedback. That's a great place for you to connect with us and ask questions there. And we're excited. So thank you for joining us in 2014. We're really excited about this year. 2015. I'm calling it my year of victory. I name every year, and this is my year of victory. And so Chris's call to action about those of you who have been sitting back and thinking about creating a course, I think his call to action there, and go out and create it. Let's do this together. Let's all put more learning out into the world and make it a better place through education. So Chris, do you have any final thoughts for the people listening?
Yeah, I just add that another great place if you're looking for this community of people, of education entrepreneurs. I know sometimes you might be a little isolated. Education entrepreneurs don't always hang out together.
Right.
They're too busy teaching or too busy building something new and innovative, or they're in their lab doing their thing or whatever. So another great place is if you do purchase lifterLMS in our forums. There's a lot of back and forth and conversations happening, not only with us, but with other people who have purchased it, asking questions, looking for examples of how other people have implemented different things. So that's another great place to join the conversation, which is open to people who purchase the lifterLMS plugin. This February, we're going to be re-releasing lifterLMS publicly. So that's going to be happening soon. So get ready for that. And then a little later in the spring, we're going to release it again for the long term. So we're going to do like another kind of VIP release just to make sure we have enough capacity to handle support and questions and get enough the features up to where you guys want it. And then we'll be releasing it forever there in the spring. So hope to see you in those forums as well, and can't wait to interact with you in the Facebook group too.
Absolutely. All right. Well, until next episode, we'll see you then.